and welcome to what is the first ever video version of the State of the Stream. Usually this is a Twitch stream when we chat live, but we recently decided that doing this in a video format might be a little bit better. So in this video I'm going to talk about sort of how I am at the moment, what's sort of going on, and this is all going to be in the form of questions. So I'm going to several questions will show on the screen, and then I will go ahead and answer those questions. So if you want to skip to a particular question, have a look down in the comments, or look on the chapters if I manage to get the chapters bit working properly, and you can skip ahead to the right question. There's not many questions, but we'll go through them. I figured also that it's probably going to be boring just sort of sitting here looking at me this entire time, so when we get started, I've been playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, so there will be some footage of that going on as well, so enjoy. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest. I've not been in that great a place recently. It's not like life is particularly hard or difficult, but I'm just kind of stuck in a rut at the moment of just plodding along. You know, home's fine. Heidi and I have been struggling a little bit to try and deal with some financial situations to do with where we live. And just recently the area, like, we've had a couple of police issues and stuff like that, which doesn't make it. It's not that we don't feel safe in our own home, it's just not always the most pleasant place to be at times. Now, the one thing that has of course helped with that and made life a lot nicer is the arrival of Eli. There he is, look at him. Yeah, having him and welcoming Eli into the family has really helped, and it's given us a little bit more purpose throughout the day rather than just go to work, come home, play games, go to bed, repeat. Then therefore moving on to work. Basically work. I let me get this off just in case any of my work colleagues do watch this. First of all, I absolutely love the team that I work with, the specific team that I work in, the people I work with, I love to bits. We've actually just lost one of our team members. She's moved away. We're gonna miss her a lot because really good to work with, and I love working with the team that I'm in. At the moment though, I'm not really enjoying my work. It's starting to get away from what I want to do, and it's becoming more administrative and more just running reports for things and just cycle. There's not a lot of opportunity for me to be overly creative at the moment, which is what I kind of liked when I first started it. And yeah, and the other thing is I've always said this, I don't never mention what company I work for. The most I'll ever say is that I work for the head office of a high street retailer in the UK. I work for the communications team, and basically I like my job. Okay, as I said, it's not great at the moment. I just don't really like working for the company at the moment. I'm really, some of the decisions and things that are being made in the way, it doesn't help. Obviously coronavirus has not helped anything at all. Like, I was furloughed for a few months, and like most retailers, we are trying to pull back after what has been an extremely difficult last few months. I just don't feel like we're doing very well at it. I feel like, and I felt like this right at the start, and I still feel like this now. This situation and coronavirus was the time for us to sort of step up and say, right, we know what we need to do. Everything needs to run properly. We just need to do it. We need to get it right first time and show that we can do it. And for the most part, people can't. And one thing that I'm really struggling, and this is as much a problem with me as it is other people. I'm really struggling to deal with incompetence and mistakes and things going wrong. I don't know what it is. Really, like, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I do the odd thing. Luckily, in my position, if I make a mistake, it's not going to cost the company a whole lot of money. There are many other departments where you could make a big mistake and it costs quite a bit. But at the moment, I'm I'm just frustrated every day. I'm just frustrated. And as I say, it's got nothing to do with the team that I work in. There are people outside the team that I couldn't give an absolute toss about. But I'm just really struggling. It's making each day not particularly enjoyable. And then I come home and the home atmosphere isn't overly fantastic either. And yeah, it just kind of piles on a little bit at times. Which is why I'm so grateful for the stream, to be honest, because it gives me a bit more purpose. It gives me something to do. It gives me something to look forward to. And we'll talk a little bit more about the stream later, but I'm really grateful for having the stream and being able to just sort of set time aside each week. You know, I don't have to worry about, oh, will I get time to play games, or will I get time to... No, I have a strict slot where I dedicate myself to doing this, and that really helps. And I'm really grateful for that. Other things, social life isn't overly fantastic at the moment either. Like, I don't socialize with people at work very often. Pretty much anything social life out with work colleagues is out of the window with coronavirus. You just can't do it. And the other issue I've got at the moment is that the people I hang out with on the internet, outside of streaming, outside of everything, you know, my friends, the people I knew from university, and sort of our groups sort of widened. Basically, I'll just cut straight to the point with it. Everyone who is on the Discord server, not the NickRPGreen Discord server, my friend's Discord server, everyone who's ever on there is playing Heroes of the Storm. I really can't be asked to play Heroes of the Storm. And the problem is when people are playing Heroes of the Storm, I know that this is true because it's exactly what happened when I used to play League of Legends with lots of people, is that the whole chat becomes about Heroes of the Storm, what's going on in the current game, and you can't get a word in edgeways about anything else. And I can't listen to it. I can't sit in a channel and have 5 other people screaming about a game that I have no idea what's going on in. So I've kind of isolated myself a little bit from my friends, basically. It probably doesn't help that I was a bit mean about the stream with people a while ago. I kind of tricked people into kind of like a catcher situation, which I think probably alienated some people away from me and away from the stream. Which at the time I kind of said, you know, I was sorry. I was sorry for the way I went about it. I needed to kind of prove a point, and I think I definitely did prove a point. But you know, it wasn't. I knew it was going to alienate people. I knew it was going to piss people off. But I did it because I really kind of wanted to prove a point. The more I try and push for anything else to happen and talk to other people and you know, try and find other things to do, nothing really works. Having said that, I did have a game of Call of Cthulhu, as in like the RPG, on Saturday with a couple of people, and that was a lot of fun. It dragged on for like 7 hours, which I was not expecting, but it was a lot of fun, and it was nice to sort of reconnect with some people on something a bit different. I think that's what I'm kind of after at the moment. I'm kind of after things that are different, not the same old over and over and over. Everyone got sick and tired of League, sick and tired of GTA and stuff like that. And I like doing new things. And new things keep cropping up, and people keep suggesting, oh, why don't we try this, or why don't we do that, or this is great. And it happens once, or we talk about it, and then nothing ever happens. And I think I'd like to try and do more stuff on my own channel, like doing some social stuff outside of the stream. So that'd be something that pretty cool. I think the stream is doing okay, actually. Obviously, like, my birthday stream was fantastic. I can't thank some of you guys enough. We've never had so many subscribers because Altanork and Aethus both gave away 5 gifted subs to loads of members of the community, which was really nice. So sort of big props to them for that. You know, I remember playing Five Nights at Freddy's 3 not too long ago because we hit 300 followers. We're now at 351 followers, I think, last time I checked. So that's moving on, and I'm gonna start a new follower goal for 400 followers. I don't know what the goal's gonna lead to. I don't know what the reward at the end is gonna be, but we're gonna put it back on stream. We're gonna sort of push it a little bit and see how we go. as for these sort of individual things that are happening on the stream, we'll sort of do them in order throughout the week. Tuesday Night Combat, as it's now returned back to Tuesday. I'll be perfectly honest, I'm really freaking disappointed with GT Online. I thought GT Online was going to last so much longer. I kind of geared a lot of stuff around it. I created the crew. There's a crew tag on Discord. It's got its own section in Discord specifically for GT Online, and then just like first 2 or 3 weeks, I did one special as well on one Wednesday, which went horribly wrong, but like pulled in so many viewers. And I thought, wow, okay, great, we've actually got something here. GT Online, this could be really, really good. And it just died. Just like no one wanted to watch it, no one wants to play it. Like that was the other thing. One of the problems I have with GT Online is that you need to play with other people. Playing solo is very, very difficult. And like all the people I was playing with just sort of played for a bit, and we were all really enjoying it. And I started streaming, and then everyone stopped playing. And I very quickly lost interest. And also, I don't think the game's in a very good state at the moment. There's a lot of complaints about the state of the game, and there's been other things happening. So yeah, disappointing, but I'm not going to make the same mistake that I did with Dead by Daylight and with some other games. I'm dropping it. In the same way that I dropped Crucible very quickly because I realised, no, Crucible is not going to be the thing that I am playing for some time. So for the meantime, I'm going to carry on playing Dead by Daylight until the next TFT set comes out. Because I am Diamond in Teamfight Tactics, and I feel like that probably means something. So we'll see how that goes. It does mean that there's more opportunity to do nightly nonsense, which would be really good. Because Metal Gear Thursdays, I want to solely focus on Metal Gear, try and get through it. And so that moves us quite nicely onto Metal Gear Thursdays. I'll be honest, it's not done as well as I thought it was going to. And certainly it's not done as well as it started out doing, and I think that's because of the games we're playing. Like Metal Gear Solid 5 and Survive dragged. They took a very long time, and I don't think there's enough going on in those games to really make it that enjoyable. And I can't do much more with them than just play through them. I'm a bit disappointed that that Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake haven't done as well as I thought they would. I thought it'd be really interesting to play through some like really old retro style games, but I've struggled a little bit with them. I haven't done very well, and it seems that not that many people are overly interested in them. I'm hoping that starting Metal Gear Solid, the original PlayStation game, might sort of pick things up and it might get a bit more energy again. I am intending to stick with Metal Gear as well. As I say, I'm hoping that Metal Gear... Next up is Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 4, and then Rising Revengeance, because Not a Wisp did pay to have... well, not pay, but use channel points to add that on as well. I think those are going to be a bit more exciting, a bit more interesting to watch. So I am intending to stick with Metal Gear for the time being, not just because I said I'd start it and I want to sort of see it through to the end, but also I'm really enjoying it. Like Metal Gear Solid is my favorite game series of all time. I like Metal Gear more than I like League of Legends, more than I like any other game series, and it's really fun playing through it again and sort of getting a new perspective on things and playing some of the games that I've not played in years, like Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2 that I'm playing through now. I first played those when Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence came out about 15 years ago. I haven't touched them since. This is the first time in 15 years I'm playing through those games. It's a lot of fun. Next up is obviously Mansions of Madness, and I've got to say this one surprised me. Went into Mansions Madness. First time we did it, it was good. Second time we did it, we only managed to get 4 players instead of a full team of 5. 2 of those being close friends. In fact, one of them was a repeat from the previous game because I was struggling to get people. I was thinking, okay, this is probably we'll give it a try for a little bit and see what happens. But I'm not sure there's any life and sustainability in this. So yeah, that didn't really happen, did it? It actually went really, really well. Yeah, loads of people have come in. The channel was grown mainly over the last few weeks because of Mansions of Madness. And a huge thank you to everyone who has played and participated in a game. It's I'm enjoying the hell out of it. Learning the lore and getting into the games and sort of having a chance to do some dramatics. You know, I'm sure I've talked about it before. I do come from a theatre background, the performing arts and theatre studies at college and university. And outside of some creative stuff, you know, this is why I stream, because it's a chance for me to flex my creative muscles. But being the host and getting into character and doing voices and stuff like that, you know, it's so much fun for me. I'm really, really enjoying it, and I'm glad lots of people are enjoying it as well. As I say, sort of building up the community through that. And I'd like to sort of gear the channel in a bit more of that direction, because I think we've hit on a niche that really works. Yeah, really, really happy with how Mansions have gone. So if you're enjoying Mansions of Madness, please watch this space, because more stuff is going to happen. I'm hoping that we can maybe move into some other games as well, and sort of step it up a little bit more from what it already is. So yeah, if you've got any suggestions, if you've got any thoughts, please let me know. I'm always eager for feedback. Any feedback, whether it's good or bad, any feedback is always good to have. Elsewhere, we've got emotes. I've just redone all of the emotes because of the focus on Mansions of Madness. So there you go, they're there on the screen now. Tier 1, you get success and fail rolls. Tier 2, you get clue. And Tier 3, you get the host, which we've never actually had a Tier 3 subscriber, so I don't think anyone's going to be using the host. We have had some Tier 2s before. So yeah, if you do want to be able to use those either on my Twitch stream or anyone's Twitch stream, once you subscribe, you get to use those anywhere on Twitch. You know, go into other other tabletop simulator streams and show off your cool dice, and tell them where you got them from. But yeah, those are now live. Those can be used. Elsewhere, I've also used that dice artwork for a new T-shirt. That is now live as well. And we've also got another one based on the host. Thank you again to Cartesia for this lovely birthday present. The artwork is amazing. But yes, we've got this new T-shirt is now live as well. The door to the mansion is open. Dare you step inside? It was going to say the door to the mansion is open. Investigator, dare you step inside? But there was just no space to put investigator, so I just removed that word. So next thing about the stream, unfortunately this one's a bit of a bad one, and then moving hopefully into a good one, is moderators. As you know, I currently have I actually technically have 5 moderators, but 2 of them are bots. One of them's for Streamlabs, and one of them, actually, I don't even think I use the other one. I don't think it does anything. But I do have Heidi, Rawburn90, and Milo Says Relax. Obviously Heidi is my partner, my fiance. She's not going anywhere, and she does a good job. She does a really good job of welcoming people in, keeping an eye on the chat, and all that good stuff. However, having spoken to both Rawburn90 and Milo Says Relax, we are at an agreement that I am going to drop them, because they're not really involved. They don't really have much drive to sort of do anything, and which is totally fine. I'm not trying to sort of have a go or anything like that. But yeah, we've kind of come to a mutual agreement that they're just not really that involved in the channel, and they don't need to be if they don't want to be. So yeah, I have now dropped both of them. Unfortunately, they do lose their entry music, which is a shame, because was always quite fun. But anyway, so I want to thank them both for the time that they have spent helping me out and chatting. We do a little bit of chatting around behind the scenes, and that's good. So a big thank you to both of them. But that does mean what I'd like to do is I'd like to open up the floor to replace them with just one other moderator. Heidi could do with just one other person to give her a hand from time to time. I have thoughts as to who might make good mods, but I also recognise that some people just like being viewers, and I wouldn't want to take that away from anyone. So I'm not going to approach anyone, but if anyone would like to be a moderator, please drop me a message. Let's have a chat about it. I'm looking for someone. It's not necessarily just about being a background mod, about, you know, like watching out for foul language or doing anything behind the scenes. It's more that getting people in there who, when someone new comes and joins in, they've got someone to talk to other than just me. Because sometimes I'm so glued on what I'm doing, I don't keep an eye on the chat. Moderator is a really good way of trying to keep the chat alive and keep people talking and interested and have a conversation. And that's more what I actually want from moderator at the moment. So if you are interested, please drop me a DM on Discord, let me know, and we'll have a chat. Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at with the stream. Obviously, let me know any thoughts, questions, anything you have. Yeah, talk about it. So this one, I've got a few different things that I want to talk about with streaming specific games. First of all, let's sort of talk generally. Sometimes I get people asking me, Nick, when are you going to stream this? When are you going to stream X? And for the most part, I would say if you really want me to play it, I'm going to be trying to do more nightly nonsense on a Tuesday night, because a whole stream of TFT is probably going to be boring. A whole stream of Dead by Daylight is going to bore me. So I'm going to try and do more nightly nonsense at the end of streams. On a Tuesday only. On Thursday, it is strictly Metal Gear because I want to get through the games. So if there's something particular you want me to play, then queue it up for a nightly nonsense. If you want to talk to me about it beforehand, go ahead, because sometimes I will say, I'm sorry, I don't own that game, or I do own that game, but it's huge, and I just don't have time to install it and play it. So, you know, for the most part, that's where you should go. For stuff that we've specifically talked about before, or people have suggested, oh, you know, you should actually do a full stream of this and stuff like that. For the most part, unfortunately, at the moment, the answer is just no. I can't put any more time into. I can't dedicate another night. I can't put more time into the stream than I already am, because it is tiring. It takes up a lot of time. It moves me away from doing other stuff. It takes me away from spending time with Heidi. You know, we are a couple. We try and spend time together, and we don't always have much time to do that. And it is something that we've talked about. We have agreed that me taking another night out for streaming is not a good idea. So I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stick with what I've got for the time being. So if there's something that you specifically want me to stream for a sort of period of time, if it's something sort of multiplayer related, so online multiplayer for Tuesday Night Combat, then suggest it, because that is not a set thing, but I am intending to focus on Teamfight Tactics when the next set comes out. But for any other sort of little individual games, single player games, then please, by all means, suggest them for nightly nonsense. You know, throw up some channel points so that I'm kind of forced to play them. But I'm not going to dedicate myself to playing another game at this time. Specific games that we have, however, talked about, and let's get the elephant in the room out of the way first. Five Nights at Freddy's. This is one that keeps coming up over and over and over again. And I get it. It's fun to watch people shit themselves on stream. I get it. It's a popular franchise. I get it. It's funny. My biggest problem is that I don't enjoy it. I really, really don't enjoy playing it. Five Nights at Freddy's 3 was tolerable because it's not as jump scary. It was really obvious when some of the jump scares were coming. But for the most part, and I know that the next one is 4, and I've heard that 4 is the worst. And I just can't do it. I'm gonna make myself ill on one of these streams. I don't do well with jump scares. I don't do well with that kind of tension, stuff like that, and I just can't play it anymore. I really, really don't want to play anymore Five Nights at Freddy's. And as I've always said, it's a shame because I really like the lore behind it. I'm reading the books at the moment, and they're really good. I love the lore behind it. I've watched so many game theory videos on it. I love everything about them. I just can't fucking play them because they scare the fucking shit out of me. And it's not that they're scary. It's not that, oh, horror, oh, I'm scared of ghosts, I'm scared of animatronics. It's just the jump scares. It's just the fact that something just like that just appears on screen and goes, blah! I just can't deal with it. I'm I'm a very paranoid person to begin with. I don't. I can't deal with jump scares. So if you please, if you want to make jokes about it, go ahead. I know people keep on talking about it, but as far as like nightly nonsense goes, as far as goals for other things goes, as far as the charity stream goes and other things, I'm really sorry. I'm done with Five Nights at Freddy's because I just can't. That's all I'm gonna say. Other games that we've been talking about. I've been talking to a few people about trying to play a legacy board game. So something like Betrayal Legacy, Betrayal on the House on the Hill. That has a legacy game. Unfortunately, at the moment, I just don't have the time. I'm planning it. I'm working it out. I do want to do it at some point because I think it'd be really fun. And this is going to be a repeat of Mansions Madness. I'm not going to be DMing, and I'm not going to be you guys are playing against me and I'm the host. No, this is going to be one where I select a few people who want to play alongside me, and we stream that. So we stream everyone on comms, and I'm joining in, and we're all playing the game because I like the idea of moving towards sort of board games and stuff because I really enjoy board games. I don't get the opportunity to play them that often. So doing something like this is something I want to do, but I don't think it's going to happen. If I'm perfectly honest, I don't think it's going to happen in 2020. I think this is something that's going to happen maybe next year. So if it is something you're interested in, please keep talking about it. Please discuss it. But don't get your hopes up for something soon because it's not going to happen. Two games that I do definitely want to stream at some point, and again, I just don't know when. One of them is Blasphemous, because before we started Metal Gear, I played through Blasphemous, and it was amazing. I absolutely loved that game. And it did have a DLC not too long ago, and I do want to play through that as well. Again, I just don't know when, but it will happen at some point. The other one is Death Stranding, because obviously I'm playing through Metal Gear. And after leaving Metal Gear, Kojima then went on and made Death Stranding. Death Stranding, I think I want to stream. The problem I have with Death Stranding is, firstly, it's really bloody expensive. And I don't have a lot of money to spend on video games. So I won't be getting it until it's on like a major sale at some point, which it will inevitably be. I think you can pick up Metal Gear Solid 5 for like $5 now. So Death Stranding will come down in price eventually, and I'll play it at some point. The only other thing is, every single Metal Gear Solid I've played has always been a very personal experience. I can get emotional when playing games. I pretty much cried playing through The Walking Dead Season 1 because it was so emotional. I do get hit by these things, and they're very personal, emotional experiences. And every Metal Gear Solid has been like that. Well, not every single one. Clearly, Metal Gear Survive wasn't, and that was for a very good reason, because it fucking sucked. But other ones have really sort of hit me, and I don't know whether doing that on stream is going to take that experience away from me. I think it'll be a good experience to share on stream, but also because it's quite a personal experience, do I want to keep that to myself for my first run through? I don't really know. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see where it goes. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to say about games that I'm not streaming right now, but might do, or really, really don't want to. Now, if you're fairly new to the stream, you've only joined within the last 12 months, then you may have heard murmurs about a charity stream. Now, every year, around the end of October to the start of November, we do a 24-hour charity stream. Starts at 12 PM on Saturday, obviously British summertime, and finishes 12 PM the following Sunday. So stream for 24 hours straight, play lots of different games, and this year it's going to be no different. I'm still going to do the charity stream, and of course I will be sort of pushing it, plugging it closer towards the time. More details will come closer to the time. Obviously, I don't have an exact date. I don't know exactly what games we're playing, but we'll probably be playing things like Dead by Daylight, League of Legends, Jackbox games. There'll be some speed runs, because I always do some speed runs every year. Me and Hyde will be playing We Were Here Together, because that is that's a tradition that we do, where we both play it and both of our screens are on screen at the same time, and that's a lot of fun, because it's early hours of the morning, so I'm knackered by that point, and it makes all the arguing even more fun. And Last couple of years, it's been for cancer-related charities. So we did Cancer Research UK for the first couple of years. Last year, we switched it up to Macmillan Cancer Support, and last year was the first year we hit £1,000 for one of these charities. I was very, very grateful for it. So rest assured, it is going to happen again. But there's going to be a couple of differences this year. The main one, and this is where I could do with your help, is I want to change the charity. Don't want to do a cancer-related charity. Considering what's happened this year, obviously coronavirus, COVID-19 has had a massive impact on lots of people's lives. And this year I'd like to do something to help that. Now, the thing that I've kind of struggled with in previous years, and it's going to be even more of a problem this year, is scope. Because we now have a lot of people from all around the world. We've got a lot of American players for Mansions of Madness. A lot of people have now come in because of Mansions of Madness. And what I don't want to do is I don't want to pick a charity that just specifically targets one area. So, for example, Cancer Research UK. The clue's in the title, UK. It really, the only people who are going to care, probably, donate some money for it. That's what it's all about. This thing, we can't not talk about the fact that I do this stream to get you guys to give money to charities. That's it. I can't. There's no way of sort of being nice about that. It is. I'm trying to make you give a charity some money. So that is the complete purpose of the purpose isn't to be entertaining for 24 hours. It needs to be entertaining for 24 hours because it needs to encourage you to give some money. But I don't want to pick something that is specifically UK related, because then Americans will go, well, it doesn't really affect me, I don't really care. In the same way, I don't want to do something that's particularly American based, because then all my UK friends will be like, oh, that's for America, I'm not giving money for that. So I need to pick something that kind of encompasses a lot of different things, or encompasses something completely different. So I need your guys' help. I want to pick a charity that has supported COVID-19 for people at a disadvantage. That's the thing. I don't want to pick. I don't want to give money to the NHS, for example, because they're not a charity. It shouldn't be up to us to do that. We shouldn't be donating money to publicly funded corporations like that, because that's not how it works. But I don't want to pick something that's then too local. I don't want to pick something that's sort of helping the fight against COVID, because again, there's enough funding and stuff out there. I want to pick something that is helping people who are at a disadvantage because of this. And I've actually got a really good example of a charity that I would pick, but they're so big and they've already got loads of money from like Summer Games on Quick and things like that, they're kind of just too big to really care about whatever money we would bring to them. And that is Doctors Without Borders, Médecins Sans Frontières. They would be a really good idea, because they're not affiliated with any particular country, but they go to lots of different countries and they work with the people there. And as I say, they help people who have been disadvantaged by this. So I'm going to be doing my own research, but if anyone has any thoughts, please head on over to the charity section of the Discord server. Give me your ideas. No idea is stupid, so don't think, well, does this really fit in with the criteria that he said in his video? No, just let me know, and I may just flatly say, no, I'm sorry guys, that's just not really the kind of thing I'm looking for. But it may be something I've not thought of, or it may be something that is absolutely perfect. So please, no suggestion is dumb. Please let me know, and we'll pick a charity for this year's stream. And finally, the only other thing I kind of want to say about the charity stream is sort of bringing on guests and doing things like this. This is something that we've done. We did it a couple of years ago. We didn't really do it last year. I had other people streaming alongside me, and I don't know whether I want to do it again, because it kind of takes away the attention from. It kind of takes the attention away from me, which it seems like really sort of pompous. But the problem is that then trying to get those people to go out and encourage other people to then watch and donate and stuff, that's really good. it's kind of difficult for someone else to go, hey, can you watch me on the NickRP stream? Because, you know, and donate to Nick even though you're watching me. It's kind of weird. But so what I'm going to say with it is, if anyone feels really strongly about it and would like to do something to participate, host something, do something with the stream, then again, DM me, let me know, let's have a chat about it. But I'm not gonna go out there and try and push to people and say, hey, you stream as well, do you want to join me and do something? Like, I want people who are interested in doing something to come to me and say, look, I've got an idea, I want to do this with you, can we talk about it? And we'll talk about it. We'll try and set something up. Yeah, so let's say, watch this space. There will be more details about the charity stream, because obviously the end of October is swiftly approaching, and we will do something. So that's going to be it for this video. If you've got to the very end to this point, thank you, well done. You've been watching me dribble on for some time whilst Tony Hawks has been playing elsewhere. So thank you very much for getting to the end of the video. Before I do finish, I do actually want to give some proper thank yous. First of all, everyone who joined in on the birthday stream, a huge thank you to you. I'd added just a normal average day at work because I knew it was only going to be a normal average day at work. So coming home and having that stream was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. So to everyone who joined in with Jackbox Games, joined in with DBD, joined in with any of the other games we played, anyone who sort of gave bits or donated and stuff like that, you know, thank you so much. It was a fantastic stream. I really enjoyed it. Extra special thanks, of course, have to go to Aethus and Altonaut for their kind generosity. Between them, they donated 10 subs out to the community. We've not had so many subscribers on the channel at any one point, so big thank you to those guys. Of course, can't not give a big thank you to Cartesia for her beautiful artwork, which has now replaced my face on screen here. Yeah, absolutely wonderful present. I've already started using it for lots of other things, and was really much appreciated, so thank you. And thank you for all the other art that you've done over the years, all the other stuff you see, like the locker down there, a couple of the older moats, those are all Cartesia as well, so big thank you to her for those. A special thank you to Klaus Mega, who gave the Discord server a server boost. So we've actually hit level 1 and we get some extra perks on Discord. So big thank you to him for that. Audio quality should be better for Mansions of Madness, and I'm going to try and spend some time off stream in the voice channels if anyone ever wants to come and chat and play games and do things, because I said that, you know, not really doing much socially because of Heroes of the Storm and other things, so I want to try and spend some more time in there, so that'll be good to have better audio quality. And there's a couple of other perks, emote slots and stuff like that, which I'm going to be looking into and using, so keep an eye on that. So thank you, Klaus Mega, for our first ever server boost. To all of our Mansions of Madness players, a big thank you for taking a chance on what will look like a really weird thing, and it's, you know, it's blossomed into something fantastic. So big thank you to everyone who's joined in, and I want to give a big thank you in particular to Big Red Gamer, who got me in touch with another Discord server that specializes in playing tabletop games and stuff, and that's helped to pull in quite a few new players as well, and they've got a really nice system for setting up games and scheduling things, so big thank you to him. Thank you of course to everyone else who's pulled in other players, who's reached out to other communities to try and help promote Mansions of Madness, because yeah, it's very much appreciated. Thank you. And finally, a big thank you to Milo and Rawburn for the help that they have done over the last couple of years. I know I'm letting you go, but thank you for your help. It has been appreciated. Of course, a big thank you has to go to Heidi Hi as well. She is fantastic. She keeps me going. I know it's a cliche, but she is my rock. And you know, she's the reason I keep getting up in the morning and doing what I do. And she supports me, she pushes me, and I very much appreciate it. And she's helped bring a cat into our lives. So yes, huge thank you to her as well for being my everything. if you've enjoyed today's video, obviously give it a like, share it, the usual sort of stuff that you'd expect from any YouTuber. But more importantly, if you've got any thoughts, if you've got any questions, if you want to react to anything that I've said, please do. Use the comments below, head on over to the Discord server and chat in there, because this is originally State of the Stream was done live on stream and we talk about it. Obviously I'm doing it as a video this time, so give me your thoughts, give me your feelings, ask questions. If we've got lots of people asking questions or lots of the same questions coming up over and over again, then I may do another video responding to your questions. So anything you've got, let me know. If you stumbled across this somehow and you don't know where the Discord server is, or you've got no idea what the NickRP stream is, I don't know why you'd have watched for so long, but thank you. I've left links down in the comments below for how to find the Discord server, what the stream is, and all of that good stuff. So big thank you for getting to the end, and I will see you in the next stream. Bye bye.